good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Welcome to Arsenal Present, where we discuss predominantly Arsenal news, but we do a bit of other Premier League teams and other relevant leagues. So, like I said, you're welcome to Arsenal Present. We'll be doing a review show of last night or yesterday's result of the English Premiership. I'll be doing it with my good friend, my resident analyst, D. D, what's good?
Well, everything is good. I'm feeling easy like a Sunday morning. You know how it is.
I get your buzzing, waiting for the Carabao Cup final.
Yes, we're waiting. I mean, we don't know what's in store, but let's see. 90 minutes will reveal.
Yeah, we'll see what's in store. We'll see what's in store. I know you are arrogantly confident. I hope Newcastle can bust your bubble. I'll be in for all that.
Oh well, okay. That's okay. Everybody can hope for what they want to hope for, no matter how delusional it is. So let's see how it goes.
You call that delusional. Like I said, I know you are secretly overconfident, and let's see. So let's start from yesterday's results. Let's start from yesterday's English Premiership result. Before I go into my tribe of talking about Arsenal, let's talk about Everton against Aston Villa. What happened?
Oh well, Everton went back to their default setting, and Aston Villa said, "Okay, let's pick these 3 points."
For me, that was a kind of shocking result. They lost at home at Goodison Park to Aston
It
Villa.
was. I mean, I was hoping it would be a little bit more, a closer contest, but
Exactly.
it didn't look like it was much of a contest from Everton's side. Yeah, Aston Villa got their victory and they deserved it from my point of view.
I guess they run out of steam.
Well, the new manager
bounced steam.
Yeah, I think the air kind of ran out and it slumped, so there was no bounce anymore.
It bounced out.
Yep, it bounced straight out. There was no more bounce. And Aston Villa was like, okay, let's take our 3 points. Coming back from the defeat to Arsenal, they said I think they felt like they needed the 3 points more, and they got it.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah. Good evening, God done his magic, and I'm happy for kind of Aston Villa and Everton. It shows that we're playing Everton at midweek. It shows that Everton will want to come and get something at the Emirates, which I don't think they can. But let's see that will pan out at midweek. So let's go to the next result. Leeds manage a solitary goal over Southampton. That was kind of expected.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly yesterday, I said I see Leeds edging this one.
Yeah, you're right. Flex on that. Flex on it.
Flex? I'm not flexing. I'm just pointing something out.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to show it in my face. Let me know I'm wrong. Because I went for Southampton to get something.
Yeah, Leeds edged it. It was more like they edged it. It wasn't like, okay, they kind of pummeled Southampton. They edged it. And yeah, that was the result for that. And that was a good result for them. To help their...
Yeah, good result for the new manager of Leeds.
Yeah, take them away from the position they are in. And, hopefully they will have a clean slate for next season.
You think they are out of the relegation dogfight? Let's not get too excited.
No, but looking like they just might be able to escape it. And just have a clean slate.
I disagree. I just think that when it gets to the crunch time, by when they have 10 more games, that is when you're going to see a real dogfight down there at the relegation fight down there at the 17-20.
And that is when the guys at the top will don't want to play them. So it's better to play them now, because those times those guys play with their life. They play dirty.
Because their futures depend on it.
Yeah, they play real dirty. So hopefully Man U will not have to play any of those guys.
I don't think so. I think all of us will have to play one or two of them. It's just part of what happens in the league. You cannot run away from it. You can't escape it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So let's go to the table toppers, the Ogbefi's. I know you envy being that team. I get it. I get it. It's kind of lonely at the top sometimes. So
okay. Okay. Don't worry. You'll get company soon.
So Arsenal went to King Power Stadium and they won 1-0. The result doesn't reflect the totality of the match because it's one of the most one-sided 1-0 victory I've ever seen. Because Leicester offered nothing, even though we didn't offer clear-cut chances in first half, but we dominated them like how you dominate whatever you dominate in the other
Mhm.
side.
You know, yeah, Arsenal comfortably had the ball.
Yep.
Leicester on the break sometimes caused you guys a little bit of scare back there on
Yeah,
the
right
break
to was scared,
sometimes.
but nothing potent.
Yeah, so it was very very one sided. I kind of expected more goals. It was one goal, and the
Yeah.
VAR did their thing.
Again, like how
It
many
was
times we VAR at Arsenal? I don't get it. How many times? Now I understand the Ben White disallowed goal because I think Ben White was kind of silly. You shouldn't be doing that. So I don't care what some Arsenal fans are trying to say with their emotionality and sentimentality. I think that was a well disallowed goal. You should not be impeding the goalkeeper that way. I understand against Aston Villa, similar thing happened to us and VAR didn't come into intervention. I get it. But let's be real, because if flip the other way, Arsenal fans will complaining, right?
yep,
If you flip the
yep.
other way, they're complaining. So you cannot say, "Oh, that should have been a goal," because if you flip the other way, you will not like it. So I think that was disallowed goal. But that penalty shot on Saka was obvious. That was a penalty. Or am I tripping?
That one I will say I didn't see it
Yeah, definitely a
because
Manchester United fan. You won't
no
say.
no 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 definitely the Ben White one. I was watching the game at the time, so while I was watching the game, I was doing some other things, so I didn't see the penalty shout on Saka. Although I read about it, but I didn't like see it. Honestly, if I did, I definitely would give you my honest opinion on it. But I didn't see it. But since you kind of agreed with VAR on the Ben White one, the
Yeah.
Saka one, it just might have been a penalty. But I remember I said VAR did their thing in the game.
Because I was watching some other clips or where a referee was actually asked about that Saka incident, and he said that was a blatant penalty. He doesn't understand why VAR didn't call it because he actually dragged him to the ground. Like he literally dragged him. Then what are we doing here?
Yeah, and if you see what VAR has been doing, VAR was actually put in place to help the on-field referee.
Yeah,
But it looks like I don't know why it's specifically it's almost always in England that VAR.
it just seems like I'm not going to blame the technology. I'm blaming the people who are in charge of the technology. They are the
It
one
looks,
making errors.
it looks like they are riding on the controversy that gets created week in week out, much to the point that it is beginning to render VAR almost useless.
It is actually dampening the quality and the elitism of the English Premiership. Yes, we know the English Premiership is the most competitive league, in my opinion. Like which other league is more as competitive as the English Premiership? I don't think so. Not the Spanish league.
The one, yes,
There's a
just
reason why people are the Real Madrid and Juventus are advocating for the Super League because they want to compete financially with the clubs in England because the clubs in England have all the money. You can imagine during the transfer window, Baltimore was competing with the likes of the top European teams for players. That shows the quality of money and
mhm.
the quality of how much the even the lower teams in England can pay their
Yes,
players.
yep,
So I get it from that perspective. So why can't they just fix up with the referees, pay the referees more, make it a more lucrative career that people can actually come into, knowing that they can make a living and can have quality at that place. All these penny pinching, you cannot have players, teams earning so much, and the referees any pittance. The quality will not improve.
no, it will not.
It
It
will
will.
not. Like, Can,
Yep.
can we just can we just for see if they want the quality of officiating to improve, you need to bring in people who sees as a career path.
Hmm.
Make it competitive.
Yeah.
Deregulate it. Make it very competitive that only the best will be retained. Not this making it a part-time career for people who don't give a. Let me watch my language. Give an edge. Like it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah. Watch it. YouTube is watching. So watch it.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
let's not continue with this low level mediocrity because I'm not going to blame technology. I'm blaming the people in charge.
No, it's definitely the people in charge because we don't hear of such controversies in other leagues.
Oh, hear, but not as much as we hear every
Um,
weekend. Like
it-
English, they make like a fixture. Is every weekend there's a VAR controversy. Every weekend.
and
It's part of the fixture list now that there will be a VAR controversy. I hope the Carabao Cup in the next few hours there will not be any VAR controversy, but it's getting ridiculous and
mhm.
ludicrous.
I won't be surprised if there is. I will not, because it's now a norm. So much, it's now a norm because many times we look at the blatant, obvious mistakes made by
Yeah,
the guys behind VAR, and before you know it, the next couple of days we are over it, waiting for the next one to happen.
I'm so happy Arsenal did not need VAR and we actually won the match. Imagine we didn't win the match. This would be another. I remember the referee that had to resign, quote and unquote, which I think he was sacked.
But
But
the game, the Brentford one, right?
yeah, the Brentford referee that had to resign. Like, can we just improve the quality of officiating, please? And can the PGM or whatever they call them make it a lucrative career for people so that people can come in and do their job well? Because if you are not paying them as, see, you can't expect people taking it as a part-time job, taking it as just a hobby to officiate one of the biggest leagues in the world. Like,
Mhm.
are we playing?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Well, thank God the tabletop still managed to win at King Power Stadium 1-0. So let's go to the next game. West Ham walloped Nottingham Forest.
Walloped.
That's right,
Indeed,
Tim.
indeed, they did. They
And
got
like
some.
I called it yesterday that I think Nottingham Forest away they are so dreadful, very
Yeah,
dreadful.
yeah. You said it, and I don't think the result was much of a surprise. I kind of felt like West Ham, edge it, but they didn't just edge it. They really give them
This was a thumping.
they
This
give
was
them
a
a
drag.
hiding. They give them a hiding and send them
Yeah.
back to their ground with their tails between their legs. It was a
What I don't understand sometimes, right? I understand there is this home advantage myth. If we say myth, but it's actually true sometimes. But how come you play so well at home and away you're so dreadful? I don't understand. Is that the size of the pitch or the fans are intimidating the players?
it's
I
the
don't get the
it,
psychology of it.
it's the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere in many cases. It's the atmosphere. With the fans backing the players, pouring them on with every, when the players are playing well, the fans try to like give them that push, that nudge they need. It's the atmosphere in many cases. It's the atmosphere.
So at home, the atmosphere is fantastic for them. When you go
Yeah,
away,
you go
suddenly
away.
they drop a performance
The,
because
op-
of the
the
position of
opposition, yeah, the opposition
fans.
fans, yeah, definitely. It
Okay,
kind
let me
of
ask you a
does.
question then. So how come you don't put the likes of Manchester United, Chelsea? Sorry, Chelsea, let them put Chelsea. But Chelsea right now uh, 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 are not in the mix when it comes to results. So likes of Manchester United, Manchester City, Arsenal. How come the atmosphere don't affect them when they go away?
It comes down to the level of players they have.
These are professional players that are playing for Nottingham Forest. These are not some bunch of kids that were
Professional,
just picked up on the side of the street
they are
to play
playing
for
for
them.
they are playing for Nottingham Forest, right?
Yeah,
If they were on the
these are
level,
paid professionals.
if they were on the level of the players playing for any of these top clubs you mentioned, the top clubs will be coming for them. You see, those players that show that mental grit.
Strength.
Yeah, those players are the ones that those top clubs come for. These ones are like the N30K, 25K, some people N15K. Those are like rank average players who, okay, I know how to control the midfield.
Let's not forget, Nottingham Forest brought players from likes of Wolves, the kid, the English kid, I've forgotten his name right now, that is doing well for them. They brought likes of Lodi from Atletico Madrid, a player that's playing in Champions League. Like, they brought some players. They had Bolly, who has been playing for, is a decent defender, who has been playing for Wolves for the past few years. These are
Okay,
not, like, I understand what you're trying to say,
you
but
are
these
playing.
players are
They are
not that.
playing for Wolves, playing for all the clubs you mentioned. I know you said they bought this guy Serge Aurier who played for PSG,
We know it's
played
a
for
bomb. He has come
played
to Toronto.
for
His career is a bomb right
played
now.
for Spurs.
Yeah,
Those they bought Lingard, they bought Henderson who plays for Man U.
yeah.
When those see minutes, do you know that if you take Messi, if you bring Messi to Nottingham Forest today, he won't be able to help them to win most of their matches. You know that.
Yeah, even though he's scoring, they'll be conceding
Even
at the
though
back.
they will be considered at the back, and with time he will get used to losing, and he
Yeah,
too will almost become bank average.
yeah, I get your
So
point. Yeah,
it's more like the people around you, the mentality of the club. The club are like, we want to survive in the Premier League. We don't want to win the Premier League. Man U players, Arsenal players, Liverpool, Chelsea, when their head is correct, those are players that want to actually win the Premier League. So wherever they are, they still show the champions have something different. People that really want to win something have something different that they bring to the mix. That's why they are up there. You know. So
I get your
it's
point.
just that difference. That it's just that difference. It's very. It's more like a psychological thing. I don't care if I'm home or if I'm. It's just like Arsenal playing a game now. You go to um okay. Even when Arsenal came to Man U's home, how was the game? It was end to end.
Definitely, yeah.
You're going for you. Arsenal didn't care whether they were in Emirates. They didn't care whether they were in Emirates or Old Trafford. They played as if they would. They played the way they would have played when they were back.
Provided it was a pitch, they're ready to play.
They're ready to play exactly. When Arsenal go to Stamford Bridge now, you will play like I don't care where I am. That mentality, we are here to win and nothing less. But this other club is like, and again, watch most of this club. When they score one goal, what do? They
They try to defend
to
it.
defend that one goal and take it back home. Or even if the opposition club equalizes, they try to say, okay, let's even go on with the point. Except very few of them that would just say, you know what, they'll strap up winners and go for a win. And sometimes they look.
That's a fair assessment.
So it's just that thing.
No, that's a fair one. So let's move to the next match. Bournemouth losing 1-4 to Manchester City. Manchester City were out for blood.
Yeah, it wasn't
like they were like, nah, what happened last weekend? What happened midweek? We ain't having that. We're not having that no more.
They were like, oh, this game, the game against Nottingham Forest, they were one goal up. They said, okay, we might just take the one goal home, and then they got hit with the soccer punch. So they said, nope,
Yeah.
no time for the soccer punch today.
Yeah, they got thumped 4-1.
It was 4-1. It was it could have been more. It could have
So
been.
let's go to Crystal Palace, Liverpool. What has happened to Liverpool? Let me hear your opinion on Liverpool. What do you think is wrong with Liverpool?
Liverpool looks like everything is wrong with that club right now. It was man. The result was they're just like toothless bulldogs. They just kept backing, and they had no bite. And it's not like the Crystal Palace keeper had to make
so many saves like that. Yeah.
I saw Salah, Cody Gakpo. They were just like a shadow of their former selves.
I remember some of the Liverpool faithfuls were telling us a while ago, oh, let Jota come back. When Jota come back, the team will improve. Van Dijk will come back and we will improve. Like, these guys are back. And
look at Trent was making mistakes as if he's not Nathaniel Klein. He was making some kind of ridiculous mistakes yesterday. They were lucky not to have going to go down in the first half.
If Matete played the way he played against Arsenal last season, they'll have won that match. No, when that big, obnoxious, very low quality player sees Arsenal, he wants to bite. He had a chance to sink his teeth into Liverpool yesterday and he couldn't. But because Arsenal, all of a sudden, he's turgid.
If you look at the way they were just going at Liverpool's defense, trying to high press and everything, that was it's something wrong with Liverpool that they have to work on. I know Liverpool will not fire club. I think they'll give him this summer to identify players that will come in and help the club, and then next season they will assess what he's putting out. And if he doesn't really put out anything, they'll fire him.
You think Klopp will fire? Yeah,
yep.
You think Klopp is like a Wenger today? Yeah, when he came in, the club was in a dungeon. The club was down the hills, in a valley of shadow, whatever you want to call it. He came in, he won. He has won in the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. He has a lot of credit.
You will see the same fans that were shouting "Klopp, Klopp, Klopp" will turn on him if they play like this again next season. After this summer, if they spend money this summer and their fortune doesn't turn around next season, he will get sent away.
You think so?
If he's having the kind of season that
this is Jurgen Klopp.
What are you talking about? You think clubs are loyal? When the manager seems to be losing it, what if they'll keep somebody who's
not a manager that has won them, has brought them back from the dungeon back to limelight? Sometimes I understand the ruthlessness of the modern game, but a manager that has done a bit for them in a very with a shrewd budget. Let's not forget, this guy was competing in Manchester City, who were spendthrifts in the transfer market, right? Who could buy players and pay the top wages compared to Liverpool that had to be very strategic, had to be very shrewd. And Klopp was giving Manchester City a run for their money. I get it, the wheels have come off in the last few months. Do you think FSG will pull the plug on Klopp? This is Jurgen Klopp we're talking
I'm,
about.
I'm not saying now. Remember, you everything you said that you said was. So if this was becomes further was next season, if by this time next season he's still like everything is still like this, I won't be surprised if they pull the plug. Maybe try to inject something fresh.
Now, what about Trent? Trent, I'm not even when Liverpool were winning. I think that Trent was not a defender. I think it was being covered by midfielders. Now that the midfielders don't have the legs and the lungs to cover his shortcoming, he has become he has become a liability to the team. Do you think he should be taken out and replaced, or do you think uh, Liverpool and Klopp should still play because he offers something going forward, but defensively he is shocking. He is just shocking.
And if they take Trent out, who's going to replace him?
Exactly. I don't think they have anybody readily available.
Available right now, they don't.
Yeah.
Trent, even when Liverpool was at their height,
Their pump.
yep, he offered more going forward than defensively, right? Everybody, people have been pointing that out. Well, but because they've been winning games, even Klopp knows it. He heard people's opinions and all that. But what did he say at the time? He just shut people up. Well, the team is winning, so F your opinions. And right now, like you said, the midfield is not like that strong to give him the cover that he used to get before. And just see how he is right now. Looks like almost every mistake that
every team is targeting that wing. Yeah, they target that wing.
Yeah, every mistake that exposes Alisson in even Alisson himself has been. Sometimes I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? Is this
like when he paused? So when he raised the pause, that was happening.
Alisson,
everything is just not working.
Look against Madrid. Alisson made a mistake against Crystal Palace. Alisson made a mistake. He almost. Please, I hope he makes such mistakes against Man U too. My God,
you are beginning to over egg this pudding. What do you mean? You hope he makes
no? If they are on a bonanza, if they are on a bonanza of giving people mistakes, please, we're game.
So you are applying for the discounts
that
yes, is giving out.
Oh yes, but given the magnitude of games against Man United, I think Liverpool will be up for that game.
They should. They have no other choice. They should.
Yeah, if they win, I won't be surprised because Anfield has always been the fans can make that stadium very, very hostile for an opposition, and I think they'll be up for it this time. So yeah, but right now Liverpool, against Crystal Palace, I was thinking they might just get that one goal or something to give it 3 points, but it didn't come forward. Yeah.
Actually, I was rooting for Crystal Palace to add more pain and more misery to whatever Liverpool is going through now. But Crystal Palace, we know they're a yo-yo team.
Like, yeah, they are. They are
so much. So Chelsea will be playing the next 1 hour 30 minutes. In next 1 hour Chelsea will be playing. So what do you think will happen? Because I'm looking forward to Romero pulling Cucurella's hair, the hair debut. No, I'm looking forward to it. You remember how it ended the last time when Tuchel was there? That handshake. I love the spark of the game.
That game was that was a very feisty game.
Very, very feisty. Very, very feisty.
Yeah. Oh, this time Spurs and Chelsea is a derby. It's a derby too. I know Chelsea have been bent over backwards a bunch of times this season, but this time I don't think they want to allow it.
It's not that you want to allow it. Do you think they can offer anything against Spurs at the White Hart Lane? Sorry, at the Spurs Stadium? I don't see Spurs without Conte. I've been doing fairly great. Their star manager has been fantastic.
They should be able to hold these guys. They should. I think it's going to be an interesting game.
It should be.
It's going to be an interesting game.
I don't see, regardless of the fact that Chelsea has spent money, they brought in players, they are underperforming.
That's no longer news. That's what everybody's saying right now. They spent over half of what?
£500 million.
£500 million. and it's not even showing.
It's not showing.
It's not showing at all. So
Like Chelsea have not scored more than they not scored more than one goal since December, and this is almost March. They have not scored more than one goal since December. This is terrible. This if it was any other team, see the fact that the English press find a way to subsidize the what I call the bang average performances of Graham Potter because an Englishman is
oh yeah,
horrific.
oh my god! Imagine it was somebody. Imagine it was Arteta.
Imagine, yeah.
Imagine it was Ten Hag.
Oh Lord,
They will be having a
you have been dragging from pillar to
They will
post.
Sky Sports will have them as headline every week.
They've only still have written an article regarding the fact that they can't post wins together.
Think about it. You are absolutely very correct.
What is English? What is English?
Very correct. Oh yes, you are.
So let's make up excuses for him why things are not working.
It's funny I didn't even think about this. It's very, very funny I didn't think about it.
I'm looking at it like if he said it wasn't Graham Potter, let's say his name is Osemo Diamel Ogbos.
Oh my god!
That's acting.
Say, he's in over his head.
Yeah.
He's that. He's this.
Or a guy from Spain, they'll say this is not the Spanish league. The English league has more intensity. You know, the tiki taka doesn't work in England. You have to have power and pace.
Yeah, they've been cutting him a lot of slack. And even those idiots on Sky on ESPN too, he would have been their top. But right, I'm surprised. Wow, double standards. But
definitely, I'm not saying human beings don't have their biases, but when it's obvious, come on, let's not do this. So
he's in over his head.
Yeah.
So this game today, I want to say it's going to be an even contest, but I don't know.
I'm expecting. I don't like Spurs. I will never like them, but I'm just enjoying the fact that Chelsea are going through this slump. See, because their fans were telling us to amortize it. Now I want them to amortize their losses. What to amortize it? No, like let Totboli. Why don't you go and buy a win? He can buy everything, right? Totboli, go buy this win.
Totboli is just Totboli might be talking to another manager behind the scene. You will be shocked. Just wake up one day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they have a contingency plan.
Believe me, they'll be looking at prospective replacements for him.
Once they are telling us this for the long term.
Oh, forget it.
Not in a rush.
Forget it. If Chelsea remain this way to the end of the season, they'll just drop the act on Graham Potter. And there's no magic wand that will save him because he's not Harry Potter.
He looks like one. He looks like Harry Potter, maybe.
Harry Potter will do magic and they will win that, but he has no magic.
So let's talk about the last game, which will be your game for today. The Carabao Cup final. Manchester United versus Newcastle.
Well, let's not shout too much. 90 minutes to review. Let's be modest.
I think you are arrogant, even though you are passively arrogant. I know you are arrogant.
Nah.
Let's not shout too much. Let's not shout too much.
Nah, let's be modest. Let's behave ourselves.
They're not modest.
Let's behave ourselves because.
So how many goals do you think Rashford will score today?
That is if Rashford will play. It's not certain that he will play yet.
Wow. He's not setting to play any. So is it not any slight knock?
Because he took. Remember, he had to go off against Barcelona, so he took.
Anything official? Anything the rumor mills are pushing?
I haven't heard anything yet, but we have to wait until the team sheets come out, so we'll know if he will play or not. And if he doesn't play, it's going to.
He doesn't play. That's a big one. That's a biggie. That's a biggie if he doesn't play. Seriously.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
Let's not say Ten Hag has been fantastic. I think the Man U team has improved significantly. But Rashford is a key component of that improvement. If Rashford doesn't play, I'll say, oh yeah, man. You rather say if Rashford does not play. Yeah, see, like yesterday when I heard that Madison wasn't going to play against Arsenal, like
So Rashford,
I think Ten Hag will patch him up. Rashford has to be on that pitch to scare Newcastle. He has to be there.
At least to keep one or two of the defenders occupied.
Exactly. But see, if Rashi is not there, no. Newcastle will just be emboldened.
Yeah, they will.
They will.
The game is 90 minutes to review. Let me not be bullish.
So, but you are still confident Manchester United will be lifting the Carabao Cup trophy at the end of the
to an extent they should be lifting it, except something
they
else.
should.
Yeah.
I said you'll be passively confident that they should.
Yeah, they should definitely. If Arsenal,
they're the bigger club.
If Arsenal was going to play Newcastle with the Carabao Cup, what would we be saying? Arsenal should be lifting that trophy now.
Yeah, I get your point. Yeah, you don't have to drag in Arsenal to making your point. So
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just reminding you don't have to drag Arsenal into it.
I'm just trying to buttress my points. So
you could have dragged Man City into it. Any other team?
Okay. It's just 2.2. All right. But anyhow.
Wow! I love that kind of aggression. You just thanks for reminding me that you just 2 points.
I'm trying to imagine that it was.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm
trying to imagine that it was 18 points like Napoli in Italy. It was like 18 points. I wonder how you guys would be. You guys would just. In fact, all of your podcast aside was like, hello, Earthlings, hello, little people. Because you'd be so arrogant, but at least 2 points.
We're not arrogant, but I'm just excited that it's been a long time since we competed for the English Premiership. Is it a bad? See, we used to be the banter club, right? Now that the banter has been transferred and been given to Chelsea, can't Arsenal fans just enjoy the fact that we don't want the banter club anymore? Can't we just have that felicitation of not being the banter club anymore? You. It's not that important.
Arsenal fans have suffered.
We've gone through it. We've been dragged. So please let us enjoy our moment of supposed glory, even though we've not won it yet. Let's just relish it.
Okay, enjoy it.
So thanks for coming through for this morning show. The Premier League result review. We've reviewed all the matches that were played yesterday. So, your last words as we round up this show?
Yeah, well, let's just keep the Sunday morning easy. Let's enjoy the game, the Chelsea game, and let's see what's going to happen. I think the game, I feel like Chelsea might just want to say, you guys from our backyard do not come here and molest us. And the Carabao Cup final, I'm excited.
Yeah.
At least it's gonna feel good to see Man U in that final after a long time, and hopefully we lift the trophy.
Yeah, hopefully for me, Newcastle can do Arsenal a favor. I'm sure most other fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, would not like Man U to win it. And me myself, even though we are friends, but I would not love Man U to win it because I don't want Man U to get that excitement and that kick on the backside that they are beginning to imbibe the winning culture. I don't want that. So hopefully Newcastle can do the fans a favor, kick Man U by the bollocks, win it, so that we can banter Man U for the remainder of the weekend. So that's what I'm hoping for. Seriously, I'm just being truthful.
All right, and
no hard feelings.
And Dito too. I hope it happens for you the way you want it to happen for my club.
Just see, there's nothing bad in that conversation or that all I call. It's my opinion, right? You don't have to agree with it.
Yeah.
But I just hope. It's hope. And hope it's nothing very tangible like that, right?
Yeah, I'm
logically.
I'm extending the hope to you too.
Can I get my words out, please?
Yes, please go ahead.
Please. I'm just hoping Newcastle can do fans around the world a favor. Just beat Man U, and that's our maximum. And I'll be excited for the rest of the weekend.
All right, okay.
Even though it's Sunday, I will extend it to the next week. Let's just know that Man U did not leave the Carabao Cup. So that's what I want. And guys, if you are listening to this on the playback, do us a favor by sticking a like on the content. It is very important for the content in the algorithm. YouTube will be acting crazy. Do not forget to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed and you like the content. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure notification bells are turned on. And I and my resident analyst D will see you guys on the next one.
All right.
Bye and
Bye.
ciao.